Hi, hi, ooh. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the streaming. Me streaming Ace Attorney's, Chronicled. I know it's been a little bit. Um, Hopefully that's okay with you guys, and, once again, thank you so much for being so patient. Um, we are going to go ahead, oh, we are going to go ahead and start the second case. So, we've already finished the first case, and if you're just watching this on YouTube, don't worry, you can just skip this part. Alright, let's go ahead and press any key. Alright, continue. Yes. So let's do this! Once again, I'll be doing fun voice acting. The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern's shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The speckled band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which she referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
Oh shit. Also, thank you for the follow, Elfy. Or Elfie. Hopefully you've been well. I know it's been a while, but just gotta get the whole opening sequence out of the way. God, I love these cutscenes.
So then, let us unravel this mystery.
Oh my god.
And discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed. No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle.
Who's on the ground?
A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality. This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident, by the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait!
Shh. That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What? Don't be absurd. This is murder. An cabin locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Who are you, and where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Sholmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
You're feeling good. Ordered your first set of books at the library. You got a bunch of recent LGBTQA novels. Oh, that's amazing! My head is throbbing. That's amazing. I promise you I wasn't ignoring you. I just wanted to let the cutscene go. But I want to know who the victim is. Oh no, God, please let the boys be okay. Let the boys be okay. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. Hello? Fair enough. To be fair, it is the Uminiko days. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So, we're still in that typhoon. Wait, I can't move. What the fuck are we? Are we on the 999 ship? Hello? What the? Why am I in handcuffs? So you wake up now, Oh, we'd had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I'm so sorry to any and all Slavic people out there. I am not doing this because I simply don't know. I apologize. I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are a true cold-blooded man. You found me then. Hello? Da, we found you. And now you pay, criminal. How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe, Sorry. Now, you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is, No, I'll tell you everything. There's only one thing I'd like to know from you. Huh? Isn't that... Why did you do it? Why did you take his life? Whose life? Are we accused of murder again? Mrs. Sato. Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Where's Kazuma? Oh god. No. He's okay, right? He's somewhere else. He's somewhere else. Kazuma's somewhere else. He is not. No, nothing bad. Please, let this not be another Mia incident. I am begging. Do not have another Mia incident. Ha! You pretend you do not know? You are a wolf in the sheep's pelt. You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses. What? Kazuma-sama was... Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago? What? No! How could this have happened? Here, in this very cabin, that was bolted shut from the inside. His body? Please. He was the boyfriend, Mega Billion. He was the boyfriend. How can he have died? Hello? Inside locked what? Oh, thank you so much for the subscription. For 9 months too. Wow. Thank you so much. But I'm a little bit shocked right now. Please, do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep. Kazuma's dead? But he can't be. He can't. He's not allowed. I forbid it. Ooh. And these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Answer me, please. No. Kazuma. It was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble? Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study? Fellas! Fellas? Fellas! It was really something else when they brought your luggage in here earlier, though. The way that Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor. I thought I was gonna die. Yes, I still can't quite believe that. I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. I mean, I guess if you're small enough, it's very possible, especially like those old school ones. They'd probably just be like, yeah, whatever. Oh, how could he have died? Who did this? You must be even less of a man than you look. Okay, we're not doing that here. Not tonight. Not any night. Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. Fellas! I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway. They're a sturdy bunch, that's for sure. What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant Mikotoba, you mean? From your close friend, more to the point. Surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? Fellas? Fellas. I don't believe she'd give me away. No. But if she knew what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association. It's best that only you and I know about this. I suppose so. Anyway, it's about the time the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. So what are you gonna do about that? Oh, okay, he's gonna go in there. I know it's cramped, but you'd better get in there, I think. It won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze. Yes, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'll be in for it. Stop worrying. I'll tell you what. Why don't you write keep out or something on this piece of paper? What? Then I can stick it over the wardrobe doors once you're inside. I don't know. Fellas? Fellas? Speaking of LGBTQ, we've only been at sea for about 15 days. So for 15 days, they just kind of vibed in the cabin? Fellas? Fellas! How can this have happened? We were supposed to be going on this adventure to England together! We leave you at the next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make more trouble for yourself. Murderer. No, I'm not a murderer. We know he's not. How can anybody kill Kazuma? Why would anybody want to kill Kazuma? He's best boy. Da, you said it before. You said you admit everything about your crimes. No, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on this ship, but murdering my best friend, no one else could have done it. Admit the truth. Sato-san, please tell me what happened. I need to know. Yes, we do need to know. Very well. But there is something I would like to ask of you too. Ugh, those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I could do is try to find out what really happened. Ah, shit. What do I pick first? I guess the obvious. His death, right? He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream? And these handcuffs, they think I did it? They think I'm Kazuma's killer? When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside. Then how did they get in? How did they get in that case? That's gonna be my first question. How did they manage to get in? And it looks like it's a heavy ass door. It looks like. So, well, they could just got it through brute strength, but there had to be a way. If I know, I'm trying to remember Umineko. Some of the murders in that. What do you mean? There's no access to the cabin via a porthole window, and the bolt on the door can't be operated from the outside. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a window here. Then, how? In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls. What? Or, to put it another way, the culprit can only have been somebody inside this cabin. Or do you have some other explanation? Well, right now, this is impossible. Yeah, right now it's impossible. Why is this disheveled, though? I don't think it was disheveled when we were first gotten here. Even with all the ruckus, like, this is weird. Why was the... Okay, I got so many questions. How did he die, then? What happened exactly? Are you still going to deny the charge? Even despite the circumstances? I mean, to be fair, I mean, that's kind of a normal question to ask considering just fucking circumstances, Susato-san. Come on now. Please, Susato-san, you have to tell me. The cause of death is still undetermined. They don't know how he died? The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I don't suppose we shall learn more until an expert has been consulted at our next port of call. So, presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then, right? That's true, yes. Okay, well, I guess the only other thing here is about the incident. Can anyone tell me what actually happened here in this cabin? Cause like, that's the kind of like I don't know, man. I don't think, obviously we know it's not Renosuke. We know it's not him. But how can he have died? What happened? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma? That's exactly what I'm wondering. Presumably, that's something you know the answer to better than anyone. Okay, I guess. Whatever. Guilty until innocent, I guess. Please. Whatever you say, you weren't here in the cabin after all. Well, yes, I was, but... He would always wake before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning. Damn, this guy was dedicated. I was waiting outside his cabin, as I have every day so far on this voyage. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't. Does that mean he was already dead when Susato-san arrived at his cabin, I wonder? That is something to think about. So most likely it would have happened at night. But then, theoretically, I just want to know what their day-to-day life was on the voyage in terms of vibing in the cabin. Like, what were they doing? I mean, you know, fanfic, all that fanfic stuff aside, what were they doing? I need to know. I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. So which is the door? The crewman forced the door open, and when we managed to get inside... There was Kazuma-sama, collapsed on the floor. Hold on. Are we sure he's dead? Or is that just... Or is my eyes playing me? He can't be dead. He just can't. And the white tape there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow. I wish it wasn't the case, but that's just very hard to believe. Okay, I guess I know we're gonna get an investigative period. This is gonna teach me how to do that, so this is all very hard to believe for me too. Trust me! Now I've told you everything I know, so it's my turn to ask you a question. Yes, alright. My head feels so heavy. It's so throbbing like anything, and I think that's an indication that his ass got knocked out. So we can already rule that out. But then again, he is the main character. This is like, what, maybe the fucking second time he's been accused of murder? Like, what the fuck? What, and I cannot stress this enough, the fuck is going on? Sorry, I had to check something. Guess we gotta come clean about being a stowaway. Why are you even on board? Why are you even on board the ship, Naruhodo-san? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now, and I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time. I had no idea. Oh, I'm pretty sure she had some idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-sama's cabin for so long without him noticing? No. That would have been impossible, obviously. Yes, of course. Kazuma's invited me. He wanted us to go to England together. Fellas? He actually asked you? But why? 'Cause he's gay, Susato-san. I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself. He loves you, Ryunosuke-sama. I don't understand. Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? Are we gonna have a confession? Why go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you? Because he's gay. And I mean that in the most loving way. It's an idea that's been in my mind ever since the end of that incredible child. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's inviting him because of his raw, and I'm putting this in quotes, raw talent. Okay. Whatever! Everyone can see you're through your bullshit, Kazuma. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Well, yes, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious. You have a talent for it. I can assure you of that. But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, that's something you could decide for yourself. London is at the spearhead of cultural development. The center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there? But with you. That's the difference. Well, no, definitely not. But on a personal level. If you were to become a lawyer, then what? Nothing. Forget it. Boy, you should have just be honest with him. But okay, whatever. Kazuma-sama he was always saying the same thing. That he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you. Uh-huh, and I'm sure he thought of other things he could do with Naruhodo-san. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Yes, maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. Well, besides the fact that he's fucking dead? The look in his eyes then. It was darker than I've ever seen it before. Susato-san? Sorry that we kept it a secret from you. My stowing away on this ship, I mean. If I know Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me, to avoid me becoming guilty by association. That's exactly right. Yes, word perfect, in fact. Did she have a crush on him? I mean, to be fair, same, because, like, he's quite a catch. You know? But, like... Oh, this is so upsetting. Like, I'm so upset right now. It's not even funny. I hate this. Anyways, welcome to my stream, y'all. Meow. I'm Lily, and we are playing the second case of Ace Attorney. Or, the Great Ace Attorney, I mean. And I am suffering. Press F in the chat for Kazuma. I need F's in the chat for him. And if you're new, especially, hello, feel free to introduce yourself. If you're not the culprit, then tell me, what happened last night here in this cabin? Well, obviously, somebody knocked him the fuck out. Because his head, he won't stop bitching about his head. So, obviously, someone hit him. Well, the thing is, I don't really remember. Of course he doesn't. Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I fell asleep. Well, yes. So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed? She's like, I'm about to break your neck, boy. Well, yes. I'm trying to think. I never played Dueling Destinies or the 3D DS games. Anything after. Okay, so the games I played the trilogy, of course. Obviously, I streamed that. I streamed that. Apollo Justice, I played that. I played the first Edgeworth game. I played a little. I probably might as well just start over on the Edgeworth game. But. And then I'm playing this. I never played, like, the 3DS. I think that's what I'm trying to say. That I never played a 3DS game. So I don't know if Phoenix has ever been accused of being a murderer again. But I think he was accused twice. Once for Mia's death, and then once again in Trial and Tribulations. If you haven't played that, oopsie daisies. Well, I won't say who the actual suspect is, but yeah, he was accused in the third one. In one of the third ones, I should say. So, this kind of fits, but hopefully this doesn't become a fucking trend. Hopefully they're just getting, like, these two cases out of the way, and it's just like, okay, now we actually have to defend real defendants. Well, obviously not real fiction. Obviously not real, but I'm just trying to think out loud. I don't know, like, he just acts so much like Feeny, it's ridiculous. I know it sounds unbelievable. Really, I do. But it's the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And maybe Kazuma would be fucking alive. And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything. Really? Hontoni? Is something wrong? Oh, no, it's... please, forget it. Susato-san, you have to believe me. I didn't do it. I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is, there is no one else who could possibly have done this. This is tricky dicky, closed rooms, of course. Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? I can't take this. Don't try to go anywhere. You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen. I'm sorry, but Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, literally, while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen, and neither can we, chat? Hell no, we're not letting that motherfucker go free. We're gonna get that dude. Or dudette, whoever. Duderino. Exactly, Elfie. Well, what do you propose to do then? I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. Exactly, Mega Billion. Exactly, Elfie. We can't let no killer walk around on this boat. Hell no. I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life and how and why they did it. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Hiya! I didn't expect that. I really thought she was gonna let us go. What? What the? That was a Susato takedown. A Susato what? What martial art form is that? I'm going to need you to prove it. Sorry? Prove it? Yes, your innocence. I need evidence. But how am I supposed to... Have you forgotten already what you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law. I see. Yeah, you forgot that very, very simple rule. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. Oh shit. What are we supposed to look in here? Fuck. Paper seal. Can I examine it? This is the paper seal I wrote for the wardrobe. I remember really working hard to make it. Why did you write it in katakana? I don't think these people could understand katakana, dude. Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't, oh shit. I think I heard some trivia about kanji. I just can't remember it. But I'll never forget how Kazuma reacted. Do you expect a Russian crew to be able to read that? He said. Still, I was sure people would get the idea, even if they couldn't read it, so we used it anyway. And it worked. I don't know if the crew thought it was creepy or what, but no one opened the doors. They probably just like, whatever. Some weird shit. They probably like, oh, he probably got some weird shit in there, whatever. Oh yeah, me too. Okay, so... Oh fuck, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, need to use the keys, I forgot. Okay, so... You can see the remnants of the glue we used to stick this over the wardrobe doors. Although it wasn't proper glue, of course, we didn't have any of that with us. So I pulverized some rice into a paste. God damn, how's... What? Don't you have to be pretty strong to do that? So I pulverized some rice into a paste to use instead. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. But to a stowaway like me, every single grain of rice represents precious rations. That's why I spread it as thinly as I possibly could. I couldn't bear to waste any. Huh. Okay. I feel like there's something here that I'm missing, but I guess... Shit. Well, that's not gonna do it. Okay, well... I guess... I have to get Susato-san to believe me. I'll show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime. It's... Present? I can't fuck it up this early, right? Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors? Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly. I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there. That can't be good. That can't be good for the body. Like, just in general, like, yeah, he's a pretty young guy, but, like, still, like, I can imagine how stiff you would get in the morning. Just thinking about it makes me, like, curl up. Go, no. Hell no. Dang, you know? Just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So, naturally, he did the same last night as well. So, I'm guessing... Well, then when did... You know... So, maybe... Then when did he hit his head? Unless maybe that was just happenstance. Because, you know, coincidences are always happening here in the Phoenix Wright world. This makes me ponder. Ah! Yes, of course! The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them. But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own. At least not without an instrument. And then I'm pretty sure, you know, obviously they're not going to show that. Yes, that's quite true. In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor... Hello, Nebu. Hopefully you're doing well. I could see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you. Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up? Oh, I missed you too. Yeah, I've been pretty busy with my novel and setting it out against the world, hoping to get an agent and contests and all this and that, so it's been a little difficult being able to stay consistent. So, hopefully you've been doing better, though. Also, I got a whole text upgrade, so... Well, and it is difficult. It is a lot of emotional stuff, and so hopefully, you know, I can be more consistent in streaming again. Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating here, at least. Thank you. So you finally believe me? I'm sorry. No. What? I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you use some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position. See, that's a good point. That's why I say before, like, maybe there is a possibility that he used an instrument. So, who knows? Who really knows? But obviously, since he is the main character, there's just no way. What does she think I am, a magician? For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same. Alright, let's get to work, Susato-san. Please, don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts. Oh. I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example. Right. Alright. Well, anyway, I should make a start on my investigating in here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death. Okay, so can we converse? Okay, so we talked to her about everything. I'm in handcuffs and under house arrest by the crew, not to mention Susato-san's constant glares. Oh yeah, I think it's fair to say that I'm stuck in this cabin for the time being at least. Okay, my bad. I should focus on investigating here to see what I can find out. Okay, my bad. Okay, so that's the guy. We should check out this side. What's this? This is... Yes, it's a bell cord contraption, I think. What do you mean, contraption? I read about it in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants. Really? That sounds almost magical. Shall we give it a little try? Yes! In the interest of cultural research, obviously. Oh no, they're Teaboos. I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people. No, I'm sure it's just that everyone is busy, that's all. Wow, that is a term. Yeah, unfortunately I was on Tumblr during those times, so there were quite a bit of Teaboos on there. Oh dear, that won't do. Oh, what's the matter, Susato-san? Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused, I forget to look around properly. Okay, so I'm guessing this is probably a tutorial. Ah, yes, that's not good. And I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruhodo-san? Yeah, I figured that out. I'm sure you're careful to look around. So now let's investigate all corners of this cabin. Yes, let's do that. I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now. Oh, I already figured that out. Alright, so that's the bed. I want to look at this wardrobe. It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san? I think living isn't quite the right description. Oh no, I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting making this voyage to your own secret hideout. In your own secret hideout. The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So yes, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. And last night was no exception. But because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin. No, sadly not. Okay, so I like that. I like that. That's a good UI. Okay, so what's on the desk? This is where dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing. London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination. It looks as though the last entry is incomplete. Okay, so that's probably going to be evidence. Which means... what? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue. Hiya! Really? That's out of the question. What? Kazuma-sama may have departed from this world, but you must not read his private thoughts. I'm pretty sure that he has a... I'm sure it'll be okay in the grand scheme of things, Susato-san. But what if it's something important? Something relevant to the case? Alright. I won't read it. Poor Kazuma-sama. I don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? Huh. Yeah, I'll look at that in a little... yeah, actually, let's look at that now. The books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they all toppled the same way. See, that's making me think that there's some kind of contraption was involved. Because even in a struggle, they wouldn't all fall like this, right? Unless I'm just a fucking idiot or something. And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although, he's fallen over as well. Yes, it's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked, and everything mown down at once. Could be a clue. I wonder if... perhaps it was Kazuma-sama doing his morning sword training, do you think? I don't think so. I seriously doubt that. Then, perhaps... it was you, Naruhodo-san? In a fit of rage. That's a really specific way of toppling them down, Susato, but I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. way these things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case somewhere? Yes, it could. It could. Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess. What? What? This is a crime scene. Did we add it to our... Nothing's in here. Oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even see that. I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin. Oh, but then you would need to be very small to do that, huh? Like, Isn't that a little odd? What do you mean? Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect to the next door cabin. Yes, it would appear to. You're right. But if its purpose is to allow fresh air in the room, surely it should be connected to the outside. Very suspicious. That's true. Perhaps it's so that rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough, or something like that. I suppose. Maybe that's it. Okay, so... I don't think that's relevant. That's not... Okay. These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Burya. I probably butchered that. I'm so sorry. It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Why is it... Well, Kazuma's carrying a whole ass sword. So I don't know. It could be a red herring. What? Why are you staring at me? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? Susato knows what's up. I love her. If anything happens to her, I'm killing myself. Oh wait, no. Pretend I didn't say that. I can't decide. Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here. Oh, he's now fun like Phoenix would. Phoenix would react. That's a very large traveling case, isn't it? Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case. Ah, yes, I see. It says "this way up" in Japanese. Which, in hindsight, I should have realized a foreign crewman wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor here. Oh dear. Being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds. Well, it was less painful than a Susato takedown. Yeah, I guess, like, Runosuke is definitely not as, like, silly as Feeny is, so, Okay, that's just a chair. What is this? Okay, so... I'm gonna skip all this, because I already saw that. I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit the other thing below it. Okay, I can't even reach that. So what is this? Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink. He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor. Okay, now we're gonna take a look at that. And then I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spillage. I have no idea what that's supposed to say. Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it. I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in his final moments, wasn't he? I'm sorry, partner. But why is this cracking me up? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your handwriting. Don't we get any? I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san. What? Then what language is it? It pains me to admit it, but I don't know. It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder? Hello? Who's that? He wasn't there a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. Oh, how did he... I'm not done investigating yet. You've noticed the man too, have you? I have no idea who he is or how he got in here. But he looks suspicious. And tall. Suspiciously tall. I guess Renosuke has a thing for tall men, huh? Naruhodo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is? Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. And is he investigating Kazuma's desk, or is he just playing on it? I can't tell. Wow, we love... Oh, this is the dumb one! This is the gumshoe replacement! Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him! Am I just imagining it, or does Susato sound like almost uncontrollably excited? I love her expressions, they're so cute. By the way, I expect that you've noticed already, but just in case, if you press space on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them. Okay, that makes life a lot easier. Alright then, I'll get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself. Oh, please do. No. No, let's keep examining. Y'all really want me to... What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece. I like to do the exploring and then I like to talk to people. Unless I have to talk to the people first. You know, I guess what I should say is unless it's required first. Because I want to get everything in my little court record. It looks like a bell, if I have to say though. What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever that thing was, it would appear to be. It appears to have broken clean in two. Such an odd turn of phrase to use. The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little netsuke. I am so butchering that. Fastener from a kimono outfit. I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket like this around with him. Would he? I mean, maybe as like a gift to Susato. And the mark beside it, what is it, I wonder? It has this sort of brick-like hue. Yes, you're right. It's the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in the cabin. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that right away. I've investigated thoroughly. Okay, so... Seigi. The Japanese word for justice. The brushstrokes are straight and true, just like... Yeah, he's not straight. Just like Kazuma. Yes, his calligraphy always was a reflection of his heart. Yet you... Can you really look at those characters without feeling shame? Knowing who drew them so thoughtfully? Of course I can! I mean, I'm innocent, so why shouldn't I be able to? Even though you stowed away on this ship? Damn, she's like, your call-out post, sir. Now you're going to bring that up, are you? I can't win. What the hell? What the hell? That's my dinner from last night. A roast chicken. It was really tasty. Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? Man, Susato was like, man, I'm getting the image of Susato like doing the two finger thing where she points to her eyes and then she points to Renosuke, while also being like really cute too. Like, but like her hands are like super tensed up and there's like veins every on it. It's. I wish I could draw, and I would, if I could, I would draw that image. But did you eat it on the floor here? I'm not a dog, Sato-san. I ate at the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor. But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he? No, that's right. So he didn't touch it. Which meant all the more for me. Oh no! Does that mean poor Kazuma-sama spent his last night on his earth with an empty belly? Oh, he's fine. Well, I'm sure he ate well, I should say. It's just horrible. Ugh, now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach. Okay, that's the chicken. That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it. Yes, he was always saying that a Japanese man's katana is his soul. I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on his trip. I think he just snuck it off. Like, if he had no qualms of sneaking a Renosuke on board, I don't think he'd give a fuck. I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone. But I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet. Okay, that's where... Okay, that's... There's nothing on this table at all. The plate and the cutlery are all over the floor for some reason. Yes, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still. No, wait a minute. What is it? That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all. I swear, like, he has like the worst luck. So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama. No. Okay, so now we've officially checked through that. That's why I say I think he was eating dinner, somebody came up behind him, smacked that shit up the head, and then stuffed his ass in the wardrobe, and then proceeded to kill Kazuma. And what does motherfucker have to say? Perhaps I should see what this Russian crewman makes of the scene of the crime. Excuse me? What? I was wondering how it's going. The investigation, I mean. Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes. But it's not true, I see. Sorry? The criminal asking investigator for information about his crime? Very funny. Oh, it wasn't supposed to be a joke. He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty. He might have very useful information though. I have to keep trying. So, last night, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? Niet! Of course not. Now back to corner of room and make silent. I say no more to you. Did I hit a nerve? Alright, let's look at the history. I just want to make sure. Okay, so he asked him, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? Niet. Of course not. He reacted, so... Suspicious. Suspicious. Just for a minute there, he seemed a little flustered. A little? In true Phoenix right fashion. Okay, I can't look at that. That's Seiki. That's a whole mess right there. When I went for help and the crewman forced the door open, this bolt had been firmly closed. It's quite a small bolt, and not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. When she glares at me like that, I feel tense all up and down my spine. I remember reading once in a detective novel, the culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from outside the room in a situation like this. I feel like this is a reference. Is this a reference to Miss Agatha Christie? I've actually always wanted to read the And Then There Was None, for obviously the Umineko inspiration. Because I know for a fact he was Ryukishi was inspired by that, so obviously I want to see what's up. So I have a feeling there's a reference to that. I just don't know. Like, as of this video, I've never seen it. I never read it. Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabin and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid. When she glares at me like that, I feel pins and needles all up and down my spine. I guess we don't have any more choice but to tuck this motherfucker. Alright, let's try this. Alright, British butthole. Excuse me. Excuse me, do you have a moment? Shh! This is a critical point in my investigation. Oh my god, he's an idiot. Oh my god. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly. Yes. Perhaps that would be for the best. Oh, greetings. I hope I haven't kept you long. What exactly are you doing on... What exactly were you doing on Kazuma's desk just now? And what the fuck steampunk shit are you wearing on your fucking head? Oh my god, I love him already. Oh, he's so stupid. I hope if they ever cast him in a live-action movie, Matt Smith is not him. Ah, I see. Fascinating. Sorry? What do you see? It feels like he's looking right through me. Same, Elfie. Holy fuck. I love stupid fucking men. I love himbos. Oh my god. Oh yes, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, he's so stupid. He's so stupid. Oh my god. I'm sorry, chat. I'm falling fast and I'm falling hard. He's so stupid. I know that's a reference to the actual Sherlock Holmes. Sorry. What? And now, whilst venturing towards foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. And I am so sorry for my awful ass British accent. I'm gonna live in this game, I'll tell you. Oh, well, that's true at least. But how? How the deuce did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? Oh no, this Teaboo's going off. But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled from your native land of Russia, being as you are, a merciless revolutionary. What? You leave 16 victims of assassinations in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. Oh my god, he keeps getting stupider, you guys. And when the bread-bun occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you entered his life too. What? He keeps getting stupider. Yes, I believe that surmises the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes. Just to be clear, you're talking about me, are you? Certainly I am. Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassination with 16 victims to his name? I don't even see one person who fits the bill. So it's true. It was you who did this to Kazuma-sama. Y'all, this is my villain origin story. What? And you're plotting a revolution too. It's shameful behavior, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked. No, listen, there's no way. Hiya! They just love doing that. Now explain yourself. Tell me everything. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, he's so stupid. How could you do it? Susato, come on. For pity's sake, open your eyes. I'm not a revolutionary, obviously. Oh, forgive me. And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came to your head. Because that's his singular brain cell. Is that his fault? He's so stupid. Ah, but was I not right? Whilst venturing towards foreign climes, you do find yourself in a most troubling predicament, do you not? Well, yes, maybe. Ha! There you have it, you see. What do you make of that? Well, to be honest, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So, I'm not really sure you can call it deduction. It's more plain observation. Indeed, an observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. Well, I guess technically you're right. When you eliminate all possibilities, only the truth remains and all that. Unless the fucking Sherlock Holmes people... I fucking forgot the name of the fucking author. Lord, what's his name? I'm sure they copyrighted that phrase too. If not, I don't have any lawyers. I'm broke. Don't sue me. Just getting some water. That's all. Okay. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brassy certitude. And more often than not, I'm right. Oh my god, he's basically yelling the first shit that comes to his mind, and if he's... Oh my god, he's an idiot! Oh no, it's hard for me to handle this. I don't think you introduced yourself. He is too powerful, Elfie. He I don't know if I can handle him right now. He's my new hyperfixation. My apologies. How remiss of me. I am none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. Oh my god, he's hot too. The inimitable Sherlock Sholmes. Yep, and this guy is the reason, they never were able to get this game over here in the first place. Oh my god. But then again, I don't think I could have handled him back then. So it's good that I'm handling him now on stream so I can't lose my shit too much. So, it's really you? The actual Sherlock Sholmes? The very same. The inimitable, actual Sherlock Sholmes. Do you know this man, Susato-san? The most famous detective in the world? Naruto-san! Of course I do! There's nobody who hasn't heard of him! What planet have I been living on then? Kazuma, you've been on planet Kazuma. We must ask him what he's deduced. He will have worked hard out the entire he would have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure. Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this? Okay, since we investigated everything, let's get this going. So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again? Indeed, I am none other than the one and only Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I see. You're German. Erlock, was it? No, I have no air. I mean, I have hair. Please, call me Shows. So fucking stupid, y'all. I love him so much. I can't help it. I'm losing my fucking shit every time he speaks. You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication. Is it his fanfic? Oh yes, Rand's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interest articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have sent it from England especially. Oh my gosh, she's a true Tiabu. Oh my gosh, she really, oh my gosh, she really was into Sherlock Holmes that much. She is a true Tiabu. Yes, here it is, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So, you're the protagonist in a series of short stories then? Indeed I am. And you've read so many of your own stories, you started to think you really are a detective? Oh my god, is this idiot actually— oh, if he's actually not a detective, I'm gonna lose my shit. I've been saying that all night. Make no mistake, I'm not the poor deluded fellow you take me for. No, you are. Not— I wouldn't call you deluded, but your inference is backward. Oh god, they're based off of him? He is too powerful. I hate this. I love him. Holy shit. Backward? My trusty biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in the magazine. You have a biographer. Do you? Doesn't everyone? Mine goes— oh no, his buddy died. Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London, unless there's just more than one, which is also likely. Dr. Wilson? I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. Oh my god. Why, this very moment, I am returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown. Oh my god. He moved again. I'm really that mean. Oh god, hopefully you didn't hear that. There's a meme where the lady was like crying and she's like— I think the original text or the original meme was like, his dick is big or something like that. It's not Tiffany, but it's something like that. I honestly hope someone gets this or get this meme. But she's like, his dick must— he's— no, like she's like crying. She's like wiping her face with some napkins, and I forgot what it actually said, but I'm just her right now. But he's just so stupid. Oh my god. Really, I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not. Deduction, you see, is to me a science. Logical reasoning in its purest form. A science? Really? The astute observer notices even the most subtle of reactions in his subject. A furtive glance, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of the posture, fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin. All these things are data. Right. And the trained logician makes deductions from this data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. So he's just basically doing it the long way, that, you know, eliminate all possibilities, only the truth remains. I hate this, and I love him so much, as I demonstrated only a few short moments ago. How can he look me in the eye and claim that? So you see, I have a turn both for observation and for deduction, and fame. You're so stupid. Yo, you're so stupid! That is what makes me the one, and only Sherlock Holmes. God, this is an experience. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet? Have I managed to deduce anything? My dear fellow! Who do you suppose discovered the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you now, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. I see. In other words, I'm in these now because of him. When I became anxious about Kazuma-sama this morning, I summoned all of the crew members to force the cabin door open. And I concealed myself amongst their number, getting entry to the scene of the crime. Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective Sherlock Holmes was on board. And the handcuffs seem to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo. Ugh. The very moment I laid eyes on the scene, two facts were immediately apparent to me. Oh, really? Two facts, you say? Oh, God. Well, let's do these first. Let's do this first. Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma? Ah, yes, the victim. Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. He's got a lot of notes about you, Naruhodo-san. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some texts. London diary. Kazuma was keeping notes of the trip. But I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. Tragic. And something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading. You mean you've read it already? Oh my god, is Sherlock Holmes... Is Sherlock Holmes... I gotta get used to that. Is he... Or I'm just saying, is he a weeaboo? It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. Oh my god, he's a fucking weeaboo. Oh my god. Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what a Susato takedown is. Of course, she's gonna let it slide. Susato-san? Aren't you gonna throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean? Life is so unfair. poor Renosuke. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely, this diary belonging to the victim. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray, be precise as to details. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese? I've only watched a few anime, Renosuke. Let's not get carried away. A smattering, dear boy, a smattering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado, nado. I trust you're suitably in— Oh my god, he's a fucking weeaboo. Oh my god. Nado. I trust you're suitably impressed. But this diary is littered with complicated-looking characters with which I can read precisely none. Oh. God, he's so cute and so fucking stupid. So what was all that showing off about before then? If you would be so kind as to show me, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Sholmes. I'm much obliged, my dear madam. The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just two short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. A whistling sound? These are very deep waters. Pray, go on. The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Speckled band? A speckled band? What on earth does that mean? I have no idea. I've never heard that expression before. The ventilator grill, you say? The man was presumably referring to the lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. Yes, the adjoining cabin. Okay, so finally we got some clues. I should probably investigate that. Okay, so that's good. I want to check this out first. Experiences told me. Okay, so it's just that I can hear a faint whistling sound. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Okay. The only thing I can assume at this point is, did he see like a ring or something? Mr. Sholmes, tell us, please, what two facts were apparent to you when you came into this cabin this morning? Ah, yes, but first, let us be precise. The two facts in question were immediately apparent to me. Yes, I understand, but what were they? Allow me to elucidate. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. The two facts that I deduced from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1. The cabin was locked from within, rendering the escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2. The victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. He is so dumb. He is so dumb. He is so fucking dumb. He is so dumb. Oh shit. All I can say is he is so stupid. Like, what? Sorry, just doing something real quick. I joined TikTok recently, so... Okay, so for now, I'll just keep that there. Okay, we're good. We're cool. We're kosher. Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. What made you think the victim was Russian? Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. I have no idea how to fucking pronounce that. That is the Russian word for wardrobe. Okay. That's good to know. And if that ever comes back and if anybody knows, feel free to leave a comment because I don't know. Do you really think Kazuma-sama could have left a dying message in Russian? In the final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian. Kazuma was Russian? Was he? Initially, I considered Garderobe may be the name of a killer. A certain Robert Guard, perhaps. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe there at least. where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly. Quite so. I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer. Why is it I'm Russian too? I mean, I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. And if my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people. Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people? I had no idea. And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong. I took a photograph of the victim in the message, that I might analyze it for possible hidden details. Oh my god, there he is. This was taken immediately after the This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed. Did he actually write it though? There's no way. Yes, Kazuma had already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I've actually seen him like this. No, he's just sleeping peacefully. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes, thank you. Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes? Alright, well, first of all, we're gonna check this thing out, cuz... See, I don't know. Something's not right. I'm just trying to see... There's nothing here. Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes? What, pray? You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all of that. Ah, yes, the train of reasoning that led me to the truth. Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think? I can't say that. Certainly, if it interests you. How many times? I'm not Russian and I don't speak Russian. I don't speak it, that's for sure. Can we talk about your deduction before the things you concluded about me, I mean? Ah, the now famously accurate troubling predicament you find yourself in? Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and assassin of 16 part? Ah, yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russian via Shanghai. He still looks nothing like this guy. Even if he shaves his beard, gets contacts, ditches the hat and uniform, there's just no way he would look like him at all. What? This vessel made a port call at Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered. Murdered. Since when was Kazuma a Russian? It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. The one who would kill the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you, villain Bolshevik. I think I'm pronouncing it right. God, I fucking hope I am. No. How could it be me? I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face. Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your appearance as well. Oh my god, he's so stupid. He's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Ugh, please. And, I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passengers list. Need I say more? Well, that's because I'm a stowaway. What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower? Ah, yes. The journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all of those particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far, and those he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake. Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder? And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Also quite clearly stated here in the article. Bolshevik is recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. So they've been, unfortunately, been fighting this shit forever. Man, fuck colonization. Where is it? Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan place. Here, take the paper for yourself, as a little memento of this great deduction. Oh, thank you. I've absorbed all that is of interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish bin nearby. Okay. And enemy. Okay, and you may find the article on the backpack page of interest as well. On the back, cast your eye over sometime if the interest takes you, though you may need someone to interpret. Well, I still want to look, so let's look. Let's see. I'm afraid I can't read a word of Russian. No, me neither. I have no idea what any of this says. The pair of you floundering is a sorry sight. Allow me to offer some assistance. The article on the front page of this newspaper is concerned with a fearsome Russian revolutionary. It reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Yes, you told us that before. It reveals also that those who see the man's beard with their own eyes never live to tell the tale. So basically, he's just a glorified as assassin. Oh my goodness, he is fearsome. Well, presumably the newspaper photographer was alright, wasn't he? The solution is obvious, of course. If he despises his beard to that degree, he need only shave it off. I'm not quite sure that's the problem, Mr. Sholmes. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that's the problem, my dumbass. Oh, hello! This is interesting. Have you found something relevant, Naruhodo-san? Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. No, nor can I, but look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? I think she's either a ballerina or an ice skater. She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy an article like this, do you? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. He pops up everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. That can't be a coincidence. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. During a performance? She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Why are Russian names so hard to remember? It would appear the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room. Okay, so she was about to go on and then she got kidnapped. Wearing the diamond tiara you seen pictured, which is somewhat 20,000 rubles. Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles? I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money. Somebody do the conversions and then do it to USD and tell me how much that is. Susato-san's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves. You are not impervious to beautiful things, Naruhodo-san. The tiara is the property of the Novovich Ballet. It would seem the director is beside herself with worry. Yeah, I'm probably more for the tiara than the actual dancer. Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They've requested international assistance on all ports with sailings to Great Britain. Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country? It does seem to be a Russian thing to do. Don't be like that. I'm not even gonna dignify with the response, Mr. Naruhodo. Hell yeah! Queen, call him out. Okay, cool. So we got that in our record. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing. Not relevant. That's not okay. I think we're good. It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to glance at the article. Why do I always do this? Why do I always do things ahead of time like that? So, yeah, I've done that, so we're good. So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being at least. Ah, do you have somewhere to go? As it happens, the victim's writings in his diary has piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe. And if I am still too long, the seasickness takes hold. Oh no, he's also seasick? Oh my god, he's Ushiramiya Battler. Oh, I suppose you're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to? Hi Ash, the worst of the worst has happened. Kazuma died. Kazuma died! And fucking Herlock Sholmes is stupid. He is a stupid... Yeah, he died. I'm so upset. I don't know. That's why we're trying to investigate. And of course we're in trouble because we're the only person in a locked room. I'm fucked up, Ash. But this man is... Herlock... Yeah, right? We can't have shit in Detroit. I'm depressy. Our man's... And apparently he can write in Russian now? I don't know. I mean, here's all the clues we have so far, even though we investigated the entire fucking cabin. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to? Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exhaustion. I don't know. I'll know. So, yes, I intend to investigate. Hence, the truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we can go with you? No, that would be somewhat complicated. What? But why? A simple glance at your wrist should reveal the answer. Oh, these. After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter. No? There's no point in trying to turn it into a question. So Kazuma also, like, smuggled him on the boat, and they've just been vibing in the fucking room together. And Naruhodo's really like, Renosuke is really like, gee, why is this man telling me, you know, he wants me to be a lawyer and be stuck in the... basically, it's just a fellow situation. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. What devil do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. Hello? Hello? What then? Why are we in handcuffs? Why are we and Susato also implied that we are or Runosuke is Kazuma's dog. I wish I was making that up. You must be joking. You just said it only a moment ago. Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I would have no cause to say such a thing. The fuck? Well, actually, Mr. Sholmes, I did hear you say that too. You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. Oh my god, how stupid is this man? I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know, not really. So what? Were you looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are. Well, anyway, that was then and this is now. Oh god, he's such a fucking idiot. What do you mean? What I mean, sir, is this. If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate. I don't think it works like that, my man. Now he's just being plain rude. No, he's just a dummy. Big sexy dummy. And off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor is as twisted as his name. Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for? We must go and investigate the cabin next door as well. Are you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way I can. Hiya! Also, Susato throws him around. After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just gonna roll over and accept your fate? As if you give me any choice in the rolling over part. I think we should still have some investigation to finish off in here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabinet while we wait for a chance to slip next door. Good idea. The situation doesn't look good for me, but there are still things I could do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this and bring the real culprit to justice. Alright, so do we have to go over this shit again? Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? Oh, no, it's just that that crewman standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh, yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir? Yes? What can I do for you? Oh, wait, I forgot. Oh! It's the detective. He's cosplaying as a sailor now. Look at his little sailor uniform. His little sailor hat. Do you still got the consumption? I recognize that face, but it can't be. Yep, he's still alive. It is. Yep, he's still alive somehow. I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga. All right. I think I'm having some technical difficulties here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and call it an early night because I'm having some difficulties here, and I really want to get this going. So I apologize. I would go longer, but I just don't want anything to happen. hopefully by tomorrow we'll get this working again. It's not you, it's just, I guess something's not right on my side, so I just gotta... Oh no, I will. Don't worry, don't worry. Thank you so much for joining me, and again, I'm so sorry that this is so short this time. I love you all. Take care. Bye.